Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks. My name's Mike. I'm still absolutely floored by the generosity of Dan the Man over at the 60s Rule Channel. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back and look at my video. And while you're at it, go check out Dan the Man over at the 60s Rule Channel, because Dan really is the man. A few months ago, I did say that I wasn't going to be joining any more group builds and that I had a few projects of my own that I wanted to build this year. When Steve over at Crazy Scale Models reached out to me and said, "Hey, I got this idea. You want to join in?" And I said, "Absolutely I do," because this is one of the projects that I was hoping to get taken care of this year. Steve over at Crazy Scale Models is doing a hooked on summer group build. The rules are pretty simple. Build a tow truck. That's it. Not a flatbed, but a tow truck, like with the hook and everything. And there are plenty of options out there. But for me, of course, I can't just build something out of the box. So let's see what I have. I picked up the Wrecker boom from the AMT Peterbilt. Oh, and I'll get to this real quick. One of the things I noticed was that the boom extension is really loose in there. I mean, it fits, but it's pretty loose. So I measured it. I got some evergreen styrene, and that is a much better fit. Perfect fit, actually. So I just need to take my time and cut this up and make it look like that. And I think we're going to be back in business. So just a hair larger, perfect fit. Evergreen styrene. So again, this is going to be the Wrecker boom from the AMT Peterbilt kit. But this is not the AMT Peterbilt kit that I'm building. In fact, it's nowhere close to that kit. So let's set that aside. And I want to show you this wooden bed that I painted up just the other day. Now, I used the BG method for painting the wood on here, and I think it came out pretty good. And BG, Brian over at BG's Model Workshop, he put out a video on how he does this. And the timing was just great, because I watched that video a couple of times and I said, man, this is just about as easy as it gets. So I will link to Brian's video and I'll put it in the description below. So super easy. I got this wood painted up, not only on the top, but on the bottom as well. It's all scuffed and scratched up. Only thing I did a little bit differently was add a drop of Tamiya clear red in with a clear orange. So hopefully I can get everything on here. And I don't know how this goes together, but you know, we'll get it on here, something like this, right? And the boom, I don't know where this goes. I have to look at my directions again, but I think that's going to be really good size for this size bed. Now, you might be wondering what this bed goes to. It's going to be something different, I can tell you that right now. I showed this kit on the channel not too long ago. I picked one of these up, and in fact, I have, and this must be 3 or 4 of these now. For those of you who don't recognize that, these would be the parts to the Mac Bulldog, the 1926 Mac AC Bulldog. And this specific version is their log hauler. And these are pretty darn cool kits. They've been out for ages. There's at least 2 or 3 different options with the bed. And they sell, unfortunately, the kits aren't 2-in-1 or anything. They all have the same front and the cab and everything, but the bed is different. And they have dual rear wheels with these skinny tires. So you get a dually back there. One on that side, one on that side. But this, when I put this thing together, this isn't just going to be any old Mac truck. I got to do something different. I just can't build this out of the box. And you guys should know that by now. You remember a couple of weeks ago when I put out that video asking what kind of research you guys do? Well, I have been doing research for days. It seems like every chance I get, my spare time, I can't think about anything else. I focus on this Mac truck. And the reason I'm doing so much research is this thing is really, really unique. The axle on this is actually driven by a chain. It's a chain drive. Super, super cool. And I looked up all kinds of photos on how that works. And it's important to understand how something works before you actually get into building it. So I did all kinds of research trying to figure out how that works. And then I did even more research trying to figure out how to put a tandem axle in there. Yes, you heard me right. I'm going to have a tandem axle Mac Bulldog tow truck. And I know this tow boom isn't correct for this period, but I don't care. This is something that I've wanted to build for years. And I needed an excuse to get there and to build it. I'm still trying to work with colors, but I think I should have some color and some paint on this maybe this weekend, and then we could try and figure out assembly. This is going to be super, super cool. I am very excited about this Mac Bulldog. Very excited about trying to figure out how to put a tandem axle in there. So this should be a lot of fun. And if you guys haven't checked out Crazy Scale Models, you need to do so. You need to get over there, check them out. If you want to build a tow truck, now's the time. Join in. Hooked on Summer 24. I hope you guys follow along with this project. This is going to be something super, super cool. Again, I am so excited to dive into this and to figure out how to make everything work. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for your support. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you on the next one.